What's going on, y'all? So, I've been thinking, right? I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I've been thinking. So, I've been spending the last, let's just say, a couple of days looking at some solutions, right? I seen my last video on just sovereignty, freedom, and something that all makes sense now, right? So, I'm looking at just 10 years ago, right? Looking at innovation. I remember I had a PSP, right? PSP, 2 gigabytes. At the time, I'm like, wow, 2 gigabytes. I literally could play so many games on this thing. I had videos for the first time. My Wii that I had, my first system, I had like in 2010, I had a Wii. And I was watching videos on it, megabytes. It was revolutionary, right? It was so new. And it happened so fast because Blockbuster was here, then it was gone. I don't think people really understood just how fast the internet was going to change everything. Go back to the 90s, right? If you're watching this and you grew up in the 90s and just hearing about them talking about the internet, right? It's so funny, man. I'm looking at it from like a different lens now. They were like, internet? What is this A with a circle? What email? Why would we need email when we can just get physical mail? You know, although it's just paper, and why not just get directly, you know? And now it's like I could send emails around the world, like anybody. Emails from people in a different country. You can actually have your own server. Like it's revolutionary. It was so new. Think about that. I could talk to somebody across the world, but it's just too slow. And I mean, keep in mind 90s, right? Kilobytes. Before that it was bytes. So you know about kilobytes. And then if you have more kilobytes, 1,000 kilobytes, that's 1 megabyte. All right, and we all know about megabytes. That happened back in the 2000s. Now we got pictures. We have YouTube come out, videos, but they aren't that good because remember kilobytes and 720p and all this stuff. And then we get to gigabytes, right, which is the last 10 years. So I'm like, hold up. I'm seeing a trend. So it's like a 10-year trend for this stuff. It's not rocket science. You don't have to be a smart ass to see this. Come on, folks. That's just common sense. So I'm like, hold up. If that's happening, and I'm seeing these phones now have like 1 terabyte, 2 terabytes, 4 terabytes, 8 terabytes, and it's like the numbers 2, 4, 8. I'm like, hold up. That means by 2027 maybe we'll be at like 256 terabytes on these phones and cameras. And what is going on? And I realized like innovation itself is moving fast. So that means that 10 years from now, we'll be at, what, times 10, 10,000 terabytes? Why would we need that much memory? Would there be, instead of 8K, would there be 16K? Metaverse, self-driving cars, less jobs, more time for us, a future where innovation's coming a lot faster than we think. This decade, think about the last 10 years, we realized that social media, we took it as a joke. Instagram came up. And then what I think nations realizes that, oh my goodness, we're losing control. So then politics became a key topic, right? Think about it, right? If fiat itself is this thing that we need to survive, right? And politics is a way of pick your side. But either way, if you pick your side, but they're doing the same thing, taking time away from us. So I'm like, oh my goodness. As the internet came out, now this thing called the internet that people didn't take seriously back in the 90s, it's fast enough where people can now talk to one another, spread ideas. I'm putting this video out, but it's going to go out to not just YouTube, but other platforms, decentralized, a library, more ideas going out to different countries. It's like, how can nations stop this? And then the only thing holding this back now is separation of money and state. And now we have a cryptic service called not YouTube, Bitcoin. And people, like most humans, don't see this thing, but a small few are screaming at us, telling us, "Oh my goodness, this is it's not the only thing, but it's a way of government's checks and balances, right? Imagine you have a key that you can just take anywhere, you can just go and just dip. And gold gave us like a little sneeze of it you know. But still, nations realize that I need to get enough gold. And if you just look at America, we got all that gold in World War II. We had the power to make the rules, and now we're losing. I mean, we can't even keep people in Taliban. Like it's losing its power slowly, and all you got to decide right now is seeing where we're headed. And I'm seeing that every state I've been to at this point, last 2 years, it's just different. California, restriction, people are moving towards states where it's just more free. Like my state of Florida, I came back, holy crap, how many of y'all moving here, bruh? This is crazy. But there's so many people here, and it's beautiful because I'm seeing different cultures, and I'm seeing like people going where they're treated best. So you can like think this thing is funny, but it's looking like, to me, again, this is not financial advice by any means, but I got a little piece of my little Satoshis, but it's looking like this bad boy of course, it could have some downsides. It's currently at $38,000 today. And I want to come back to this video 10 years from now, right? I would just love to see if this is right. I'm either gonna be a dumbass for making this video, or people will think I'm smart, but it's just common sense, just seeing innovation, technology, where we're headed. It's looking like worst case scenario. Shoot, I got my little piece of the pie right now that many people are gonna be thirsting for by the end of this decade, I believe, by the 2030s. But it's just beautiful to be able to invest in my future and kind of just change my time purpose, man. My whole behavior has changed with this. And I know this may sound funny to say, you can laugh all you want, but I would just caution you, man. It's going to be quite funny coming back 10 years from this video. Like I said, I'm going to be laughing, but it changed me for the better, I believe. Whether it's going to zero or not, many people are getting too up. Like, I'm a simple guy. I like peace. If I see something that I think is going to do us better, you know, whether it's a technology that's getting rid of plastic. I saw this new thing on YouTube. It was like it's like plastic that pretty much like melts away after you get done using it. You know, I'm all for making this world a better place and making us better. And a monopoly on the money is not better. You know, that's our language, our universal language. And when I went to Canada, you know, I had to use their currency, not go by their language. And it's beautiful currency, loonies and toonies. I love it. But I just don't. It's not family, folks. We're gonna have a piece of a pie, not financial advice. Piece of the pie, and we can all have a language and then have a balance. And I believe countries will be like apps. How we'll only pay for what we need, and they'll have to appeal to our needs. You know. And what's gonna back them up is the trust factor. You know, everything will be on the blockchain. You know, if you give a donation, I mean, boom, there you go. It's on the chain. You can see clear as day. There's no hiding it. You can see, but it also will be privacy. You don't have to tell them everything about you. You know, yeah. So its current price is at $38,000 today, but I believe worst case scenario, again, it's not financial advice, by end of this decade, 180K. I mean, I'm literally aiming up a lot higher than that, but I just can't help but just wonder that this thing is going to just go through the roof, and eventually millions, and then eventually tens of millions. Now, laugh all you want. Like I said, I could be a dumbass for saying this, but I have full belief, and that's really what matters, because this is a voluntary process, you know. Like gold was involuntary, people realize that people want gold. So people want this thing, and I believe people are going to be coming for this thing as the currency. It's pretty much every fiat currency has went to zero. And we have ran the hugest experiment in just human history. If y'all really just take the time to just study this stuff, it's quite interesting. And the history books that will be rewritten. Again, I want this video, since it's going to be on a decentralized platform, I want this video to just see maybe the year 2080, right, if you're watching this. Okay, we didn't know. We really didn't know. I want y'all to get our perspective from a young chocolate brother like myself. I want you to realize this one thing, right? We didn't know what was going on. So if this thing is at 10 million, 100 million, and your grandparents didn't get some, look, it's not financial advice. Just understand that people just didn't know. You know, this is revolutionary. This is like a psychotechnology. You have to look at the world totally different. You know, but yeah, I just have a hard time believing that something big is coming, and I could smell it. I could definitely smell what they're cooking, and the infrastructure is being built as we speak. You know, before in this video, yeah. So that's my prediction for 2032. You know, 10 years from now, come back to this video and just watch and just see how my life has changed. You know, yeah, because I just have a hard time believing that this bad boy's going to zero, to be honest. And if it does go down that low, shoot, I'm gonna be buying it all up. I don't give a fuck. Excuse my French. It's just, I just have a hard time seeing how. Just think about a concert, right? You ever been to a concert? Well, I used to use WWE, right? I grew up watching the SmackDown being laid, you know. And I'm watching this thing. I remember just being a kid, and I believed that I mean, the energy was amazing. Community is us. It is so us. This is why we survived this long. The other little ones, the Neanderthal, yeah, they had a bigger frontal lobe, but we realized that, holy crap, I don't have to like you, don't kill each other. Let's work together so we can lay the smack down. And then we're working together, and now we're here. And now we're all going to be working together again, spreading an idea. Nations can't stop this, folks. This is revolutionary. And like I said, if you watch this in the future, people didn't know. People just did not know where we were headed. They didn't understand. They just think that the world's going to stay the same when you can just see it for what it is. And it's literally the truth. And the truth is not what all of us want to hear. I mean, I want to get in better shape. We all do. I want to live a long life. And the truth is, I got to eat better. You know, not that I eat horribly. I've been eating some salads this year. It's been wonderful. But, you know, the truth is going to come out. And, again, it's going to be uncomfortable for a lot of people, including myself, just understanding the truth for what it is. But how do I adapt, right? How do I pivot? Smart people are the ones with degrees and this and that. No, smart people are the ones, because there's people even with degrees that's in power right now. They're telling you that nothing's wrong, everything. No, people can't believe that what they have been taught is the truth. And the truth is that we're going to be able to choose where we want to go. Like apps. Imagine a nation like an app, you know? Hey, I got Netflix, but I only pay for the $12.99 family account. Or, you know, I also want this, right? Because true sovereignty itself, if you think about it, I don't want to have to make this phone. I don't want to have to make my own car. Like, I want to participate in a government, you know, that protects it, obviously, like terms and conditions. And from just doing that, we all know, like even me using this app, there's terms and conditions. And I choose to use it. It's my choice, my free will, but there's no force, no coercion, right? Boom. And then people there, like wrestling, right? The WWE, we're all watching it, cool. If you don't like it, go somewhere else. All right? Go where you want to go and watch some other wrestling. We're going to see, I mean, there's things that I probably missing right now. I probably will miss that we aren't even ready for. That we didn't even know that we wanted. And I'm just so excited to see people liberated, to be honest. Again, I'm just enjoying the moment. Because like I said, I don't think there's going to be jobs, you know, not too soon. Not to be scared, guys. Don't be scared about me saying this. They're going to twist it in a way saying that, you know, things are going to be bad. But think about it, right? If instead of flipping burgers and doing all this stuff, robots can do that. Why do we want this? They used to be an elevator operator. Why do we want these jobs, guys? Think about it. Robots can do that shit. Don't be scared. They're doing that. The shit that we don't want to do, cleaning. We will have more time for community to do what we want to do. Think about, I am passionate about music, so I want to invest in music. And best believe, I'm chasing this channel to Howard Media. And I want to invest in music. That's something that I really like. Back in the day, my grandma had me listen to that good music, all right? That slow jam, that Teddy Pendergrass, that motherfucking, the whispers. That's good music right there. Y'all can't tell me that's not good music. But that's just me. But that's what I want to do, all right? And just imagine having more time. One thing I realized by I'm working this new job is that I love it. You know, like, not the job personally, but it's just the people, the community. All right, I'm getting better with my Spanish. And it's like, I'm going to miss this, but I'm enjoying the moment so that I can tell my grandkids one day that people actually work jobs. You know, because we're thinking about that now from a different perspective. A system in a system, keep it up. There's a monopoly even on marriage, right? But that's just America. It's going to be a burst of communities. If you want to have a marriage with 3 people, 4 people, why should I care? You don't care who made your iPhone. You don't care who made your phone. You don't care who made your iPad. It could be a person that you just don't like. Just imagine that person you don't like right now. Oh, I hate this person. Ooh, think about that right in your face right now. Think about that. Close your eyes. Say, I don't like this person. And think about something that you really like. You know, music, your favorite movie. What if they made it? You don't care. People, politics is meant to divide us, man. It's so liberating to see the truth, because now with that I can pivot. Ooh, we can step back and just do a little spin move and just dunk and go my way. I ain't gonna sit here and argue and get the 51% and 49% and then what about everybody else? So I'm thankful for that moment, but it won't come without, you know, change itself is very hard. I seen that with just my life. Change is hard, but you gotta adapt. And those who adapt are gonna just see, are gonna reap. You know, so it's gonna take some time, but yeah, Bitcoin, January 31st, 2032, that's it. But it's not about the price itself, guys. There's a limited amount. I take 21 million times 100 million. Why 100 million? One Bitcoin, 100 million Satoshis. Okay, 100 million Satoshis. And what's the worst case scenario, guys? If hypothetically it's going to 100 million, forget about the price, right? It's just about where we're headed. You know, I mean, it's not gonna hurt me $10. All right, the current price is at 30K. Okay, 10x from here, 400K, right? $100 now. Not bad. Just $10. Now it's $100. 10x from there, a couple million, 4 million. Now $1,000. Not bad from a $10 investment. And people don't see it, they don't understand that it's cool. Just $10, man. I just have it sit there. If it goes to zero, cool. Not financial advice. Then 10x from there. And people don't see like the hyperinflation, all this. I don't want it to happen, but come on, guys. All this money we printed, you know, we can't print money. You know, it's counterfeiting. They can do it legally, so it is what it is. But like I said, that's how we spread ideas. You know, and if that's distorted, what else is distorted? Everything's distorted. So it is what it is, man. It just feels so good to see the truth. But yeah, 10 years from now, I'm gonna come back to this video. So what are y'all thoughts on this, guys? Think about 10 years from now, where you wanna be. Where do you wanna be 10 years from now? All right, where do you wanna be 10 years from now? Do you wanna be in the same spot? You know, like, I don't know. It's just food for thought. 10 years from now, because I got big plans. And it ain't gonna be, again, I'm very thankful for the things that I have right now, you know, where we're at, and I'm very thankful about where we're headed. I'm just 100% honest with y'all. Again, I'm gonna look back at this video, and it definitely changed me. But look back at this video and be like, wow, we came a long way. But it started with this. It started with this mindset. So let me know, what do y'all want to be 10 years from now? Where do you see yourself? What are your thoughts on this? You know, do you see this as like some kind of fad or whatever? I'm just curious. I want to hear people's thoughts, because I'm asking people right now about this kind of stuff, and like, a lot of people still don't know. People think that, oh my goodness, I'm too late. No, you're like, it's so freaking early. Like, think about it. In the 90s, nobody knew, because it takes time for things to change. And I'm giving it 20 years. I know that's a long time for a lot of people, but I just turned 25. I'm about to turn 25 this year, man. It's not that long. I'm just gonna sit back and just be patient. This just really changed my time preference. Just be patient. We've been moving way too fast. I've been moving way too fast. And this has definitely been so beneficial. Take your time, because only time will tell. The truth will always come out. You know, the truth will always come out. You can only think about a lie. It costs a lot to fund a lie. You know, it's just better to tell the truth. You know, a lie. I heard this story right before this video. What did I hear? I think it was on YouTube. A guy was just saying, like, man, like, I remember I lied to somebody, right, when I was a kid. That haunted me for like the rest of my life. I should have told the truth. You know, it just hurts you. It's just a burden. You know what I'm saying? The truth is just so liberating. You know, it sucks sometimes, but the truth sets you free. That's what they mean. You know, so this just is what it is, guys. Where do you see yourself 10 years from now? What are your thoughts on this? You know, again, it's not financial advice. I can't give that, you know, but this is just my ideas, you know. What are your thoughts on it? Have a nice day, y'all. And yeah, the next month starts. Adios.